Hi fellow traders. In this video I want to recap the trades I took today to try to give some further explanation as to how I trade. Um, I trade a little bit different than the other guys um, in that I'm not going to call out a price that I want to get in a stock at. I'm not going to call a price that I want to get out the stock at. I'm going to call areas that I'm interested. For instance, on this trade, LLY, I took this. I was looking to take this short on a fail of the VWAP. So I wasn't looking for any specific price to get in. I'm looking for a candle to close below the VWAP to give me an entry risking on the VWAP, meaning that the VWAP will then become my stop. Any candle that closes above the VWAP, that will be my stop. Now I can't give you a price because I don't know what price that candle is going to be at if it prints above the VWAP. I don't. I used to set 5 or 10 cents above the VWAP. If it hit that, I take it out. But you have a lot of institutional traders, and what they do is they know that people, if they go short risking on the VWAP, they're going to set their stop at the VWAP. So they can run the price up, take these stops out, and come right back down. And so all you end up with is a wick above the VWAP versus an actual candle printing and closing above it. So after getting stopped out enough times, I decided that I'm going to change my approach. I'm going to wait for a candle to actually stop out above whatever level I'm taking the trade off of. And every level that I use, retail traders, institutional traders, they all use these levels to a certain extent. So no stop is really safe around that level. So I always use a close above or below it. So in this instance, I'm looking for a close below this level. And let me see if I can get it back here. So this is the 2-minute chart. And on this 2-minute chart, I'm using the 2-minute to get in, because this is a high dollar ticker. It's got a lot of range. So the 2-minute chart will actually get me in a little bit quicker and give me a better feel. So I got in this trade on the 2-minute chart. Got in at 79.14, I believe. And it was when this ticker got a candle to close below the VWAP here, below the 9, below everything. So that was a setup. That's a textbook setup for me for a VWAP fade. You had a level of support here. You had the 9 coming in. I mean the 9 right here. You had the 20 coming in. Everything was on this support. So I felt that if it cracked it, I'm going to get a heck of a move down. This level here was to me in play, and had it got held up here, I would have taken profits. I still would have made a decent profit based on my position size. I think I was only in 100 shares, so it still would have picked up a decent amount. It wouldn't have been a $20 or $30 trade. But what I was looking for was it to fade past this and come on down and hit this level here, in which the lower deviation band was just riding along that support level here. So this is where I wanted to take profits. This is where I really wanted it to come. It pulled back. It didn't really come down and tap this level here at all before it turned around. So I'm expecting it to at least test this before it comes back over the VWAP. Well, as you can see, it didn't. Got a candle to print and close above it, so it took me out. Still only lost about 14 cents, I believe, somewhere in there. not a big loss. That's 14 bucks plus commission. So, no big deal. I followed my plan, followed my rules. Um, Everything for the setup was right. Should have got the fade, but the market is the market. Sometimes it doesn't do what you want it to do or what it should do. It's going to do what it wants to. So that was a small loser this morning. And then I started looking, after lunch, I started looking for reversals. And I saw this one. It came down, it touched the lower deviation band and started coming up. And I said, well, I'd be interested if it got over this level and the 9. And once it cracked this 9, I would get it long, for a move back to the VWAP. Because I felt it would be strong enough to push through this 20 based on what I saw. Well, I got in right above the 9. It moved up, got a little move up, and then it fell. It could not push this 20, and the 20 just pushed it back down. It started trading back below the 9, the 9 moving average. Everything just trended down still. So I ended up getting stopped out. Really should have got stopped out here because I was basing my trade. Off of the 9 moving average since it was so close to where I would have entered. It was so close to this area of support resistance right here. I felt that, hey, if it gets above that 9, it's gonna push. And if it closes below the 9, it wasn't. But it was so close again to this level right here that was gonna be support that I kept the trade on. And I said, if it holds this level, I think I'm going to get a move back up. But if it fails this level, I'll get out. And sure enough, it failed a level, and I got out here. And that's how I trade. I'm not looking for a specific price. Not looking to get a limit order or anything. As long as I'm trading less than 1,000 shares, I shouldn't have any problem getting a fill, and I shouldn't have a problem with slippage. But always, while I'm entering my order, I glance at level 2 to make sure that there's no 10 or 15 cent spread when I get in. On tickers that I trade, they're not gonna have that big of a spread when I get in. They may have it at the beginning, but when everything calms down, the spreads are gonna come closer, and I'm not gonna have that chance of slippage. So today I had, 2 small losers. Both were on textbook setups. Um, both I followed my rules, used my trade plan. I didn't really change anything. It's just one of those days where the market was just soft and the setups that I trade, just didn't work. So I'll come back tomorrow and, the next day and the next day and, should have some winning trades. I know my strategy is a proven strategy. It makes money, but everybody's strategy is gonna fail at least 70% of the time. And here I had 2 separate strategies, that just both happened to fail on the same day. But there really wasn't anything else out there. The good trades were the momentum scalps early in the morning, and you had a couple during the day. But those aren't, my type of trades anyway, so didn't worry too much about it. But I hope this video helps. And I forgot to put this disclaimer out on the videos that I posted yesterday, showing some live trades. What I do is Thinkorswim has an on-demand feature that allows you to replay any trading day because they record every trading day. So I could go back and replay that day and replay the actual price action. It'll just replay the whole market, that day. And so what I did to help demonstrate the trades is I went back to a day that I knew I traded some. I couldn't really remember, you know, where I got in and where I got out, but I knew what strategies I used, and that's what I tried to demonstrate. So I'll do more of that. The only thing is, um, that platform will not let you short, so I can only demonstrate live long trades on it. I can't really do shorts, at all. So anytime you see that platform up, I don't trade out of Thinkorswim, so that's a simulation. I trade out of my SureTrader platform, and that's how I execute trades. But I'm gonna, as often as I can, I'm gonna share my charts from the day, kind of go over them. This helps me to go over my trades as well to see where I might have made a mistake, what I could have looked at differently. So really, making this video is just like making a video journal of my trades. So if as many days during the week as I could do it, I'm gonna do it. One thing that happened yesterday, I had the wrong URL for my blog. I had a T in here, but this is the correct URL for my blog if you want to check it out. That's got kind of where I started at the beginning of the year to where I am now, and a lot of the changes that I made. You'll see how I developed, and I changed some ways of thinking, and added different things to my chart, and just kind of how I transformed into the trader that I am now. And then I'm taking steps. I'm working toward getting to the next level. But here's all the ways you can contact me here. That's on Twitter. You can email me at ed@warriortrading.com. Or if you're interested in one-on-one mentoring, you can use that link there to sign up for it. But that's all I have for today. Looking forward to tomorrow, and having a little bit better day tomorrow. And we should get a little bit more volume in the market tomorrow. All right, thanks for listening, and I'll see you in chat.